Good evening. I've seen that two people got here to watch. That's great. So I don't have to wait. So today I'm just going to make some random sketches of people who are not really well known. Can you hear me, guys? Thank you. Hi, Lucas. So the people I've chosen are just from a website. Probably you know it, but maybe not. It's a very good database. If you want to find people that you don't see anywhere else. I think they're all Americans because these photos are taken at American fairs and stuff. These are, well, average Americans, I guess. I think they're pretty funny, but of course you can draw with me if you see the image well enough. I don't stop you from drawing. Well, I guess this nose is the main feature of this guy. I don't think he was born with this kind of nose, so he probably worked on it. This nose sometimes is called a drinking nose. I don't say it's true, but it could be. Ooh, 10 people. I've never had 10 people before. That's great. Thank you so much for joining. So what I'm doing today is just I'm just doing the start. I will not finish any drawing. But this is kind of how I start every time when I do some digital sketching. I need some space here below because this guy has he's getting wider when you get lower. So the Facebook link has the text for the Instagram link. Well, I just wrote my address on my Twitch address, I think, but I'll check it. But now I'm drawing. But I will check it. Thank you. Actually, I have no idea how I can post a direct link to this Twitch stuff. So if you can help me, that would be great. So I think this is enough for warm up. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Make America Great Again. Where did we see that? Okay. Make America Great Again. Where did we see that? When you look at these photos of these American fairs, it's really striking how many people are looking unhappy, you know. They all seem to be unhappy or angry. Yes, I'm just, so the question is, are you using default brushes? This is just the brush HB, which is included in Procreate. I like it. It's not the best pencil. The best pencil so far digitally I've been using is the one from, what's the sketch program from Adobe? I forgot it. That was really feeling better, but what was the name? What was the name? I forgot. I took a short subscription, but I didn't continue. Hello, Plopsa. Hello, Plopsa. Oops, he's gone. Where is my subject? Here. Where is my subject? Here. Apparently, I've been drawing on his face with my finger or with my pen. It doesn't really matter. Drawing on his face with my finger or with my pen. Doesn't really matter. If somebody's drawing along with me, you can always send me your drawings, maybe on Instagram or whatever, or if you have my email address, and I can take a look at it. Maybe on Instagram or whatever, or if you have my email address, and I can take a look at it. So this is where I can stop with this one. If it would be in a commission, this is enough to know that I can make a good drawing out of it. I see good likeness, and maybe there is enough or too much exaggeration for a commission, but this is not a commission, so I do whatever I want. Maybe there is enough or too much exaggeration for a commission, but this is not a commission, so I do whatever I want. Maybe there is enough or too much exaggeration for a commission. Okay, up to the next. Maybe now we draw a woman. She is looking really sad, doesn't she? Maybe now we draw a woman. She is looking really sad, doesn't she? This is a funny face, though. Fortunately, it's not for a commission because I think I'm not gonna make her very pretty. Lucas, that's a good question. So the question from Lucas is, what about if you were drawing at a party? Would you exaggerate this guy so much? That depends. Some parties you really have to walk a very, very thin line. But if you're at a party with a lot of people, and especially at the end of the evening, they are getting a little bit drunk, they encourage you to do more than you would normally do. So sometimes, yes, you can do that. You can do that. But I wouldn't do that at a small family party, especially not in the beginning of the evening. Right? Or where people are in a strictly, how should I say, B2B relationship. I had an evening that I was working for the European Commission, and they were all kind of, they were wearing fancy clothes and stuff, so I had to watch out a little bit what I was doing. But also, when you start talking to the people that you're drawing, they give you an indication like, don't make me too ugly, or you can do whatever you want. Sometimes they do say that. Right? So, And that's why it's important to communicate with your audience. And that's why it's important to communicate with your audience. Oh, what an unhappy face. Jeez. This is kind of fun. I mean, when you don't have any responsibility towards a client or something, sketching is really fun. At a party, oh, so the question is, did you ever get a reject at a party or got someone pissed? Um, Not at the moment itself when you give the drawing, because there are always other people watching at the same time, and they are having a lot of fun too. When you draw this person and he's not really satisfied, other people say, "Oh yes, it is him." So they kind of encourage you. But then sometimes at the end of the evening, you see that there is one drawing left on a bench or something. So sometimes they leave it when they don't like it. But at a party, the most important person who has to like your work is the guy or the woman who pays you, right? If they are satisfied with what you do, everything's okay. But to be honest, no, I didn't have many rejects. So, guys, I'm happy if you have some questions, because then I know what to what to talk about with you. I'm not a big talker, except when people talk to me, but I don't think that's possible here. So, yeah, it is. It is a great face, isn't it? Not that I would like it myself, but it is a great face to draw. I'm not perfect, but this face is funnier than mine, anyway. Although it's sad. That I shouldn't say funny. It's a good face to draw. That's all. Although it's sad. I shouldn't say funny. It's a good face to draw. Yes, it is from the Earth World side. Yeah. Hi, Mitchell. Good to see you. It's been a while. Yes, it is from the Earth World side. Yeah. Hi, Mitchell. Good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, that's the good thing about Procreate. You can collect a number of photos before you start drawing, and then you open just the window like this, and you can reposition it and whatever you want. So that's the good thing about iPad and Sketchbook, right? Hi Patrick, how are you doing? Patrick says I'm too concentrated when I draw to talk. The question is, did you draw Donald Tusk or Bruce Dickinson? No, I did not draw either of them, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to take a screenshot so I won't forget this. Right? Oops, it doesn't work. It should work. No, it doesn't work. Oh, he did. Great. Yeah, Donald. Oh well, Tusk has a good face too. I know him, but the other guy, Bruce Dickinson, I don't know. But I will, because I'm always happy to learn some new faces. Okay, this is good enough for me. It would give me solid base for working on it, continuing on it, which I'm not gonna do, because if she would be a celebrity, I would, but actually I prefer sketching. The singer of Iron Maiden. So Bruce Dickinson is a girl, right? The singer of Iron Maiden. So Bruce Dickinson is a girl, right? So I tried to get the shoulders in the same position or exaggerated even a little bit. I like to do that, bringing the shoulders a little bit higher. Then the attitude is even worse, you know. Singer of Iron Maiden, he looked like a girl, like a woman in the 80s, that's for sure. Huh? I will definitely take a look. I'm looking forward to see him, to look him up. Well, actually, I'm having a good time. Everything's working, and sketching is really fun, you know. Well, actually, I'm having a good time. Everything's working, and sketching is really fun. Okay. Yeah, okay. He's a fun guy too. I should have something in between. I mean, this is too big on my screen, but this way you guys can see him better, so I don't know what I should do. I think I'm going back, because otherwise I don't have enough space to draw. Hi Al, how are you? Mm-hmm. This is my friend Big Al, who is joining us. I'm drawing too big, that's what I'm seeing, because this guy has a lot of hair in his neck. I have another remark. The best time of the day when I connect and see you draw. A pleasure to see how you work, Master. Greeting from Spain. Thank you so much. I'm very happy you're here. I'll try to do it more often. I'm sorry, maybe some people logged in or tried to log in last time and I couldn't do it because I had a problem connecting my iPhone. Because the plan was that I was going to do some watercolor. So I wanted to use my iPhone as a camera, but I couldn't get it connected within the time. So I suddenly decided, okay, if it doesn't really work well, I'm not going to make myself ridiculous, and I stopped. But this is going really well. Um, the connection is really well with the iPad. Yeah, maybe for some people it's too late, some Europeans, but it's hard for me to do it earlier because then I have kids running around here and that's difficult. I can talk when I'm drawing, but it's hard for me to draw when I get disturbed by children who are asking things and yelling to each other, and I need some time by myself to do this. Maybe when I do it a couple of times, I'll get more used to it. And but well, we all take steps, and I have to take baby steps in this. Hi Theo, how are you in Greece? It's not too late. Hi Theo, how are you in Greece? It's not too late. Okay, what am I going to do now? This guy, well, the tiny nose, I put it upwards, so that's okay, but I think he has a really big lower part of his face, so let's try to do something with that. Ah, 11:30 in Greece. Well, here it's 10:30. Yeah, I know it's a little bit late, I'm sorry, but I cannot do it earlier. – 12 people watching. I have a new record. Yay. Hi Lucas, I have a question about watercolors. I wanted to ask the last time, yeah, but I couldn't hear you. Do you ever paint wet to wet or go directly with watercolors on dry paper? Usually, usually I go on dry paper. Um, I don't go on well, sometimes I wet my paper if I have to make a really smooth surface with colors. Hi Jeanette, dankjewel dat je er bent. So the watercolors, usually I apply them on dry paper. Yeah, but not always. The difficult thing about watercolor is not painting, but the water, you know. So the difficult thing about watercolor is not painting, but the water, you know. So I always want to know where the water is going. That's why I always put my watercolor paper on a little slopey thing that the water is always going downwards, so I have a little bit control. I don't know why, but all these people that you find in earthworlds.com, they all look like the people who are going to storm the, I mean, to rush on the Capitol, right? With guns and stuff. They all look like that. Lucas thinks the same thing. Yeah. Lucas thinks the same thing. Yeah, yeah. I thought you were saying about the Capitol. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I thought you were saying about the Capitol. Yeah. So I think this is how far I go. Hi Jeanette, nice to see. There is a little echo repeating your last sentence, but okay, hearing you twice is also nice. Well, hi Jeanette, nice to see. There is a little echo repeating your last sentence. But okay, let's try it. How about this? Is this better? John Schaefer is a musician. He was there, really? Wow. He's looking like this guy? Maybe he's this guy. Jeanette, how about the echo? Is better? Yes? Oh, thank you. Now I know what to do. That's great. I'm getting better at it every time. It was a disaster the first and the second time, but I'm getting better at it. So this is guy. You know what I usually do? I change something. I made him look into my eyes. Do you see where the pupils are and where they are here? He's looking somewhere else, but I like it when the person that I draw looks into the camera. That's my favorite thing. Because then you have more direct contact with your subject, kind of. Next. Yay. If I see my drawings, little by little I'm getting more detail. I have to watch out that I'm not drawing too much in one person. Okay, let's do another woman. Phew. Not really happy, right? Maybe it was raining that day, could be. but even then, the look in the eyes is kind of a little bit desperate, right? I mean, so here we see a lot of hair, and then, whoop, what is this? And then here, the hair, da, 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 da. And then the face. And then what I have in mind is, these are the cheeks, just in case you don't see it yet. She has kind of a long nose, so the cheeks are following this. And then I see the rest is going that way. Pow! I just try that, right? So maybe I give some attention to the eyes a little bit later. But first I try to fill this face to see that everything fits, because that's the most difficult thing. Making people ugly, or it's not difficult, but at the end it has to fit everything. Everything has to fit together, right? So maybe I can do it. Maybe I have to come back a little bit. I don't know yet. That's the fun part of it. That's the creative thing. Sketching is fun. Let's try to get the mouth here. So maybe you notice that sometimes, or very often actually, I sketch with shadows, right? I want to feel the volumes a little bit, because I think that helps. And also it gives me a better image of what it's going to be, you know? Otherwise, when you're drawing with lines, you don't see everything. So let's see, what is it? This is kind of a struggle for me, but I like little challenges. Okay, I can get there, but I've been tilting the face too much, maybe. No, it should be like this. Look, I can't wait for the next. Well, me too. Maybe you can help me. that's the most interesting part of this drawing, right? So I start again here, and then I do this, and then this is the first piece of the neck, and then another one, and then another one. I think I'm slowly getting there. When was the last time you drew yourself? Have you ever done a fully rendered selfie? No, not a fully rendered. No, I did some sketches, but no, not yet. I have a lot of drawings by other people, and very, very good ones, actually. Uh, Maybe I should do that one time. I don't know yet. So these eyes are kind of very special. Right? First, I have to correct the nose a little bit. Hop, outside. There she goes. That's better. We've already been drawing 40 minutes. That's a long time. But it goes fast, so it means I'm having a good time. You see how important these eyes are? Oh, yeah. So this eye will be. I have to bring it a little bit lower. This eye is lower. Oh yeah, yeah. So Lucas said I can remember one I really loved by Achille Superbi. So if you guys don't know Achille Superbi, you have to look at his work. He's a fantastic artist from Italy. If I remember well, he lives in Torino. I visited his studio in 2004. He made really good pasta for me. Very, very nice person. And he worked for Rai, where he was drawing sports figures, a lot of them, mainly football people, I think. But he's not a fan of Torino. I think he's a fan of Milano. Oops, that's not a good shape. Oh yeah. And you know how he's doing it, Lucas? He's working with water soluble pencils, color pencils, and then he's elaborating every every little piece. So he's giving a little bit color pencil, and then he puts some water on it, and it's such a fine detailed stuff. It's magic what he's doing with these pencils. But it's it takes a lot of time what he's doing. So I think this is approximately what I wanted. Not totally, but approximately. Oh yeah, no airbrush at all. Just the water soluble color pencil. That's what Achille Superbi is using. So this is where I would finish with this drawing. Let's do one other one, maybe. 6, that's enough in 1 hour, right? Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Thank you so much. I love the movement the drawing has. Well, actually, I kind of decided that before I started drawing. I saw that the chin was going totally backwards and then seamlessly evolving in the neck. And I tried to achieve that, and well, kind of worked out. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. Thank you so much. Wonderful sketch. This is a funny guy. Let's try. I'm just trying to put everything in the right spot. Or almost. I like his cap, but I wanted to exaggerate a little bit because the shape of this hat is really low and long. So but maybe you've noticed that I don't really have a particular spot that I'm starting to draw with, not with an eye or something or with a global shape. Because you see, here I'm already kind of trying to fix the shape of the eye, and I don't even know where the rest is going to. But I think the eyes are really important in this drawing. So people, if somebody watching now is not has not been subscribing yet, you can always do that, and you do me a big favor. So here is about the nose. Lucas, when was the last time you got to draw something beside caricature? What else did you enjoy, or do you enjoy? Well, I have been a teacher for more than 40 years, so I have been drawing many things, like normal things, perspective and landscapes and figure drawing. I would still enjoy all these things. But now, after being retired, I stick almost only to caricature. But well, I one time there was a mini convention in France, and well, we had our watercolors there, and we just went drawing outside. That's also very very nice, you know. What I don't like to draw are cars and stuff, you know. That's really nothing for me. Phew. That's complicated. What do you do if someone commissions a caricature of a person sticking the head out of the car window? Take it or decline it? Well, I decline every situation recently. I don't do it anymore. Because I don't like to do it and I'm not good at it and it takes me too much time. I prefer drawing 10 people instead of one person on a motorcycle. And I'm much happier without these assignments. But this is kind of a typical thing, you know, people sticking their head out of the window of a car, and then they still have to have their body in the car and holding the wheel with their hands. Sometimes these drawings are really, really ridiculous, and that's why I don't like to do that anymore. This is a funny guy to draw. I hope I can connect everything in a couple of minutes because I'm just continuing downwards. I have to correct this eye. That's what I see now. Oops, what is this? that's better. This is really a person that has been having a life, you know. There's nothing as bad as a caricature artist to draw somebody without marks on his face. I mean, uh, marks brought by life, right? I mean, I could make this guy happy because I can make him smile if I want, but I'm not gonna do that. Yay, 13 people, new record. Janet, you show us now how you make the first sketch choices. Are you planning to work them out in a certain technique afterwards? No, not these, because they are no celebrities, so I cannot really do anything with it. Um, finishing these kind of drawings, there's a lot of work. Uh, I think I only make finished drawings of celebrities. This is practicing. I think everybody needs to practice. So, and it would be very boring, Janet, to see that. It would be so boring. I mean, not for me, but for you guys. No, not boring. Well, I think it would be. What would you want me to? What would you want me to show in it? Watercolor or some cross hatching or whatever? Is there something you specifically are interested in? Watercolor, please. Well, the problem is that I use my phone for as camera, and this program, this software doesn't always connect my phone. I asked the question to the guys from but they didn't answer me yet. What could be the problem? So maybe I will do that later. Watercolor is nice because it's cross hatching, Theo, please. Watercolor, cross hatching, yeah. So I think this is almost it, guys. And this is also, I think, the end of this sketching hour. Cross hatching, maybe not cross hatching, but more working with light and shadows. You don't need to know that, Janet. You work with only black and white, right? With your silhouettes. Okay, guys, this is it. It was for me. It was a very nice hour. Everything worked, and we have 14 people. So if you didn't subscribe yet, please do. It would mean a lot for me, a lot to me. I see that people like what I'm doing, I can do it more. This is good stuff to do. Lucas, what was your question? Ah, okay. Oh, I didn't see that. No, it's been a while. I've been doing work for some magazines and especially the newspaper in the 90s, but I don't do that anymore. Well, I wasn't thrown out, but the the chief, the editor in chief changed, and he brought his own artist. So that was the end. And I'm not really a fast artist, and people don't really like very how should I say, exaggerated caricatures. I know from other people like Jason Seiler that they are always kind of in discussion. They have to discuss the thing with the art director. It's always too much when you do something, so it's not really a nice thing. I don't say it's a bad thing, but you have to be really tough to do that. I'm going to make his nose a little bit bigger. Thank you for the thanks. It means a lot. Thank you so much. I had a good time. So I would say see you next time, guys. Keep an eye on my announcements. I hope I can announce a little bit earlier next time. What's the background noise? Well, it's raining here. It's raining here. Or maybe it's my heartbeat. Okay, guys. See you. It was very nice. See you next time.